3 years ago, I won the National Emergency Challenge and received an invitation from the top medical academy in the country. What I need to do was just saying yes, and I would become the youngest medical academy in the nation. But all I ever wanted was to stay on the front lines and save lives. So I turned it down. I went back home. Back to St. Mercy Hospital, where my mother once worked. The governor's wife collapsed at the charity gala with amniotic fluid embolism, a condition with a 90% mortality rate. I worked for hours to save her and her baby. By the time it was over, I was barely standing. But not only was my credit stolen, when I reached for a glucose packet to keep myself from passing out, the chief knocked it out of my hand and accused me of stealing hospital supplies and violating medical ethics. She fired me on the spot.
Notify the blood bank, massive transfusion protocol, anesthesia, ICU, and OR all on standby. Mia, mark the time. Mark 21:17 hours. Dr. Hart is now leading the recitation.
Evelyn, you can't use that protocol. This is the governor's wife. If anything goes wrong, who takes responsibility?
I do.
You? What gives you the right? We need to wait for Mr. Banks.
By the time we finish the paperwork, she'll be dead. Do it my way, now.
No, oxygen saturation is 76. Fetal heart rate is still dropping.
Evelyn, you're gonna kill the governor's wife. I'm reporting you, and I'll have your license revoked.
Shut up. If you can't help, get out of the OR.
O2 sat is 88. 92. Fetal heart rate is back. Maternal circulation is stabilizing.
Don't let up. Keep going.
So what if you saved her? Without connections, that credit will be mine.
If Grace dies, every single one of you will be out of a job.
Governor, rest assured, my student Issa is in there. She graduated from the top medical school and is the finest young obstetrician we have.
How is my wife? The baby?
Both mother and child are safe.
You saved them?
It was a team effort.
I told you, Issa's my best student. With her on the case, the governor's wife was in good hands.
The one who actually saved Mrs. Wetman was nurse. Our priority right now is the patient's recovery, not fighting over credit. Evelyn, Issa is out there taking credit for your work. Go out there and set the record straight.
Grace isn't out of the woods yet. This is no time to fight over credit.
But that was your work. You nearly collapsed saving her.
Seal the OR footage, medication logs, blood bank records, anesthesia notes, especially the audio recording from the surgery. Dr. Hart, looks like you worked hard. Too bad the governor thanked me.
Who gave you permission to take VIP supplies? Is this kind of petty thief in your blood?
Emergency supplies are for patients. The patient is still in recovery, and yet you're in here stealing supplies. Do you have any sense of medical ethics?
I worked 4 hours straight without a break, without a sip of water. I can't even have a glucose packet.
That's your job. It's not an excuse to steal hospital supplies.
Who said it was hospital supplies?
The evidence is right there. You took supplies without authorization, and on top of that, you have a terrible attitude. With your background, of course, you'd think everything you see belongs to you.
She wasn't refusing to cooperate. That batch of glucose was...
Read it carefully. I bought these myself for the night shift staff. Evelyn has been buying these supplies out of her own pocket for years. More than a few night shift nurses have made it through their shifts because of her.
Even if the source is legitimate, you didn't follow the proper procedure to take it.
I just walked out of the OR with my hands shaking. You want me to fill out paperwork before I pass out?
Doctors should follow the rules.
Doctors should save lives first.
Evelyn, stop playing the victim. We're all tired. You're the only one acting entitled.
A doctor who can't even save a life? Do you really have any standing to talk about entitlement?
Mr. Baines, I recommend spanning Evelyn's privileges immediately. She's unstable and she's a liability to the governor's wife.
The governor's wife is alive because of her.
Enough! Evelyn Hart, effective immediately, all your clinical privileges are suspended. Issa will take over the governor's wife's care.
Say that again?
You've been suspended. Hand over your access card and your charting privileges. Get out.
I'll take over from here. You can go rest now.
Rest. She just went through an amniotic fluid efflambolism.
Her DIC hasn't fully reversed. The next 24 hours are critical and she could crash at any moment. She's not a case study for your resume and she's not a trophy for your press photos.
I graduated from a top medical school. I've published over 12 papers in obstetrics. I don't need a community med school grad telling me how to do my job. Papers don't stop a patient from bleeding out.
Enough! Evelyn, you're suspended. Leave now. Issa will handle the governor's wife.
What you're doing now isn't just taking credit. It's killing her.
Evelyn, stop acting like you're the only one who can save her. Look at these numbers.
The governor's wife has stable blood pressure, normal oxygen saturation, and her clotting factors are trending up. Your so-called secondary crash is just an excuse to stay.
You're looking at the numbers right now? It's the calm before the storm.
What else should we look at? Your lies?
The danger after an amniotic fluid embolism doesn't show up on a single heart rate monitor. When DIC rebounds, it doesn't send a warning text.
I graduated from the best medical school in the country. I trained with the top obstetrician teams in America. You're from a community college program, so you don't even qualify to be my assistant. And you think you know more than I do?
But Evelyn just saved the governor's wife. Nurses don't get to weigh in on diagnosis.
Say that to her again.
Did I say something wrong? This is the governor's wife's ICU. It's not a stage for you and your little claim to act out your sob story.
Dr. Hart, I've had enough. You're charged with misusing supplies, insubordination, slandering your colleagues, and disrupting ICU operations. We don't need a doctor with no ethics like you here. You don't deserve to wear that coat.
You're firing me? I've been here for 3 years. I've saved countless critical patients. St. Mercy is what it is today because of the hours I put in.
Security, throw this woman out.
Don't touch me!
You dare resist?
I'll leave, but you're not firing me. I quit.
Remember this, you just drove away the only person who could save her. When the governor's wife crashes, don't come begging me for help. Big talk. Don't come crying back in a few days begging for your job.
St. Mercy has never been short of doctors. Anyone who sees her out will be suspended too.
The governor's wife is awake. She's asking for Dr. Hart by name.
Mr. Baines, what do we do? The governor's wife saw Evelyn's face. If she realizes I'm not her—
Shut up. Don't panic. The governor's wife asked for Dr. Hart by name.
No. She just woke up and said she wanted to see the doctor who saved her.
Issa, this is our chance. Evelyn is gone. You are now the governor's wife's attending physician. The credit belongs to you alone.
But what if she asks about Evelyn?
A doctor who was suspended for insubordination and ethics violations, why would we let her near the governor's wife? She's a liability. We're protecting the patient. Understand?
Don't panic. Remember, you were the lead surgeon. You saved the governor's wife and her baby. All you have to do is accept the gratitude.
Mrs. Whitman, you're awake. I'm Issa.
Mrs. Whitman, Issa led the team that saved you. You and your baby are both safe.
It was you? Yes, it was me. I thought I remembered a blonde doctor saving me. That must have been a nurse. There were a lot of staff around you during the surgery.
Mrs. Whitman, the OR was busy. You went through hyprosia and shock, so it's very common for memories to be a little jumbled.
Is that so?
Yes, ma'am. Right now, the most important thing is for you to rest. Issa will continue to oversee your care.
Thank you, doctor. It's my duty.
Wait!
Mrs. Whitman, are you feeling unwell?
Thank you for saving me and my baby.
I'm just glad you're safe. That was close. I thought she remembered Evelyn.
That's exactly why you have to hold it together. As long as the governor's wife leaves here safely, the credit is yours.
What about Evelyn?
She's not part of this hospital anymore. Besides, who's going to believe a community med school grad saved the governor's wife?
Mr. Baines! Where did you send Evelyn?
Dr. Parker, you're retired.
I'm asking you, where is Evelyn?
She was exhausted. I just sent her home for some rest.
Rest? The governor's wife just survived an amniotic fluid thrombosum, and DIC could rebound at any moment, and you sent away the only doctor who could save her?
Dr. Parker, I'm the attending now.
You? A bookleg who's only ever buried her nose in textbooks? You don't deserve to fill her shoes. Evelyn is the backbone of this hospital. You can't let her go. Get her back. Now!
Dr. Parker, you misunderstand. Evelyn isn't gone. She's just on leave. If she needs to come back, we'll contact her.
Contact her. Now.
I'll arrange it. A retired old relic comes here to tell me how to run my hospital.
What do we do now?
The hospital will keep running without Evelyn. She's a cancer, and I refuse to believe she's that important.
It's bad!
What now?
The governor's wife, heart rate spiking, BP dropping. The governor's wife's heart rate is at 160. Her blood pressure is still falling.
Issa, you said she was stable.
It's just a rapid heart rate, normal postpartum stress response, nothing to worry about. Normal? Dr. Hart said before she left, the biggest danger after an amniotic fluid flabberthemesm was a secondary crash. You believe everything Evelyn says? She's been suspended.
Being suspended doesn't mean her wrong. Dr. Hart saved the governor's wife in the OR. You just stood there and watched, too scared to even make a diagnosis!
Enough!
Issa's a top graduate of Hamilton Medical School, the youngest attending at St. Mercy. She's been interviewed 3 times by Today's Medicine. The governor's office needs a doctor with reputation, credentials, and presence, not some backwater doctor who steals glucose packets. Do you really think the governor would believe his wife was saved by someone like that? Don't be ridiculous.
She can't even read the treatment plan!
Nurse, say one more word and I'll have you removed from this ICU.
From now on, Issa is solely responsible for the governor's wife's treatment.
Mr. Baines.
Anyone who mentions Evelyn Hart again will be suspended immediately.
Thank you, Mr. Baines.
Stabilize the governor's wife, and the chief's position will be yours one day. Not just one Evelyn, 10 of her wouldn't even be qualified to assist you.
Evelyn, without you, the credit is mine, all mine.
Ms. Winters, St. Mercy Hospital just suspended a doctor.
Get to the point.
Her name is Evelyn Hart. The national emergency champion who turned down Mr. Shaw's invitation 3 years ago? St. Mercy actually fired her? Are they insane? The reason given was misuse of hospital supplies. St. Mercy have lost their minds. Prepare an offer at 10 times her current salary, plus the position of medical center director. Should I contact her now? No, I'll go myself. A talent like that deserves to be courted in person. That's my car? Didn't Lucas say he was driving it to meet a client? Why is it here?
Lucas, your fiancé is so generous. One night here could wipe out a year's salary for a regular doctor.
That fool, I said a few sweet words and she handed me the family card. Naomi, she doesn't have even a fraction of your charm.
Mr. Reed, shall I charge this to the family card as usual?
Of course. Besides her scalpel, that card is the only useful thing she has.
This is Evelyn Hart. Suspend all authorization on Lucas Reed's family cards immediately.
Mrs. Hart, if you confirm the cancellation, the authorization cannot be restored for 6 months.
Confirmed.
Mr. Reed, payment declined.
Impossible. Try again. This card has never been declined before.
Still declined. Would you like to use a different card?
Didn't you say this card had no spending limit?
It must be Evelyn. I'll call her right now.
Evelyn! What the hell did you do? Why won't my card work? Do you have any idea how humiliated I am?
Where are you?
I'm entertaining a client. Restore my card right now, or I'll never forgive you.
So that's your client. You two seem very close.
Evelyn, let me explain.
Don't bother. You don't deserve to explain.
Are you insane? We're getting married next month. Are you really willing to throw that away?
I was blind before. Now I see you for what you really are. Garbage like you doesn't deserve to be with me.
You dare! Without me, who would want a surgery machine who only knows how to work? No one will marry a woman who doesn't care about her family.
Lucas, I hereby declare our engagement void.
Heart rate is at 170, blood pressure below 80. Mrs. Wetman is crashing. Shut up, I can see that. Administer a sedative now to stabilize her heart rate. You can't do that. Dr. Hart made it clear. No more medication until we check for coagulation and the source of bleeding. Evelyn again? I graduated from a top of school and you're telling me a community med school grad knows better than I do? I'm the attending. I'm in charge here. Follow my orders.
But...
No buts. Do it now. Blood pressure is still dropping. Her rhythm is chaotic. The governor's weight is crashing.
How is this happening? I followed protocol exactly.
Issa! You said you could handle this!
I followed standard procedure. Dr. Hart told us not to do this. You drove her away.
Get out! Now! Mr. Shaw, the governor's wife's condition has deteriorated. Please guide us.
Point the camera at the patient.
What do you think? She's already in secondary crash. She has maybe 10 minutes before she goes into shock, then cardiac arrest.
What do we do now?
There's nothing I can do for a case like this.
It's over. If the governor's wife dies, the governor will never forgive me. I'll be sued into oblivion.
But there is one person who can save her.
Whoever it is, I'll bring them here right now.
The national emergency champion who turned down the top medical academy's offer 3 years ago.
Mr. Shaw, can an emergency challenge champion really save the governor's wife?
Just a champion? Is that all you think of her? No, she is a treasure of the medical world. A genius I myself would treat with the utmost respect. If she hadn't dug in her heels to head back home 3 years ago and turned down the National Academy of Medicine spot, she'd easily be the most brilliant medical talent in the whole country right now.
What's her name?
It's bad. The governor's wife's blood pressure is still dropping.
Mr. Shaw, what do we do now?
Stop Issa's protocol immediately. Focus on controlling the source of the bleeding first. Remember, this will only buy us time.
Isn't this exactly the backup plan Evelyn left behind?
Quiet! How dare you compare a disgraced, unethical doctor to Mr. Shaw?
If you can find her, Mrs. Wetman still has a chance. If not, prepare yourself for the governor's wrath.
Mr. Shaw, how can we contact that emergency champion?
I don't have her number either. I only know her general address, the Seabrook Lofts in West Bay. Go there, bring her here immediately, and keep your attitude humble.
Damn, Evelyn. She didn't even leave me her treatment plan for the governor's wife. Now I'm getting scolded by my professor. I might even get written off completely. West Bay? If I meet that emergency champion first, or better yet, pretend to be her, Mr. Baines will trust me even more.
Get the car ready. We're going to West Bay. Notify the governor's office. Tell them we found a solution.
Chief, should we bring Issa?
Bring her? So she can keep killing patients? Hurry up!
Chief, the governor's office has already sent people to the hospital. They're demanding constant updates on her condition.
Tell them Dr. Shaw is already involved.
and we're bringing in the real expert.
Chief, the best solution right now is to let Evelyn take over. If you just restore her credentials, I can—
Enough! What is Evelyn anyway? You want me to bring her back so she can kill the governor's wife? Once I bring back the national emergency champion that Dr. Shaw was talking about, the governor's wife will be just fine.
This is Evelyn's address? No way. How is this possible? Is the person Mr. Shaw is looking for Evelyn? No way. A suspended doctor, a community med school grad, couldn't possibly be the genius Mr. Shaw was talking about.
Coincidence. It's all just a coincidence. As long as I let Baines see me first, the credit will be mine.
What is she doing here? What kind of act is she putting on in front of my door?
Isa! What are you doing here?
Chief? Why are you at my apartment building?
Your building?
I just got back from the hospital and was about to head upstairs to rest. It's been a really long day.
Could it be that the rising medical star who turned down the National Academy of Medicine, the one Mr. Shaw was talking about, is you?
I have met Dr. Shaw a few times. Perhaps he simply appreciates my work, which is why he spoke so highly of me to you. What are you two doing in front of my door?
Evelyn, you followed me?
What are you talking about? I followed you?
Isn't that obvious? You followed me all the way from the hospital here, and now you're pretending to show up. What exactly are you trying to do?
This is my home.
Nice act. I see it now. You just want to get back into the hospital, so you followed me and the chief here.
Evelyn, a doctor with no integrity like you, St. Mercy will never let you set foot inside again.
I'm in front of my own home, and somehow I'm following you? Ridiculous.
Enough. I'm here to visit the national emergency champion, not to watch you cause a scene.
You're here to visit who?
The governor's wife is dying. The entire hospital is scrambling to save her, and all you care about is yourself.
Mr. Baines, you've got it wrong. The real national emergency champion isn't Isa at all.
Not Isa? Then who?
It's me.
Evelyn, you really expect me to believe that? Isa is a top graduate from a prestigious medical school. And you? A community college grad. What right do you have to compare yourself to her?
That's right! Mr. Baines, don't let Evelyn fool you!
When the governor's wife truly crashes, don't come crying to me.
Isa!
I always knew you were exceptional.
You flatter me, Mr. Baines.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I've always believed a doctor should let their work speak for itself.
Good. Very good.
If you save the governor's wife, not only will Mr. Baines' position be yours, I'll also personally fight for you to become the future hospital rector.
Thank you for your trust, Mr. Baines.
Astra Medical Group? Mrs. Winters?
Mr. Baines, who is she?
Rose Winters, chairman of Astra Medical Group, the most powerful woman in East Coast healthcare. Isa, Miss Winters must be here for you. If we can get her support, St. Mercy could expand tenfold.
Ms. Winters, I am...
Who are you?
The former national emergency champion. The genius who turned down Dr. Shaw's invitation. The entire Astra Medical Group has been looking for you.
What do you want?
$10 million annually. The position of director of the Astra Medical Center, yours to lead.
Mrs. Wintles, if this is a job offer, I'm not interested.
This isn't a job offer, it's an invitation. An invitation for you to join us.
10 million a year? Director position? Joining?
Miss Winters, who did you say she is?
Mr. Baines, you don't even know who your own hospital's most valuable talent is, and you call yourself a chief? If I were your director, I would have fired you years ago. Dr. Hart, I represent Astra Group in extending this invitation. I hope you'll give it serious consideration.
Miss Winters,
No! Miss Winters, you've been deceived by this morally blaugraued woman. She's not the national emergency champion at all, and she's certainly not the person Mr. Shaw was talking about. Miss Winters, you've been deceived. Evelyn is not the national emergency champion at all. She's a third-rate nobody who couldn't even get into a real medical school. She just got lucky on a few questions, and now she's running around scamming people.
Mrs. Wintles, the real national emergency champion is Isa. Evelyn is just a quack we fired from our hospital.
Enough. You two blind fools dare to question Dr. Hart right in front of me?
Mrs. Winters, I'm just worried you're being deceived by this quack.
Deceived? 3 years ago at the National Emergency Challenge, Dr. Hart single-handedly completed a triple-chain simulated resuscitation involving hemorrhagic shock, pulmonary embolism, and obtentral critical care. Her operation footage is still used as a teaching case at the National Academy of Medicine. And you, her chief, had no idea what kind of talent was standing right under your nose. Mr. Baines, your management skills are truly something else. Dr. Hart, I am officially extending this invitation to you. 10 million annually. The position of director of the Astra Medical Center. Your core team, handpicked by you. Operating rooms, ICU, blood bank, anesthesia, imaging, emergency transport, all rebuilt to your standards. All you have to do is say yes. The best medical resources on the East Coast will be at your disposal.
I'm sorry, Miss Winters. I'm not interested. I save people. Not to prove anything to anyone. Too afraid to take it? Evelyn, this isn't dignity, it's guilt.
Evelyn, what do you think you're doing?
Shutting her up.
You dare hit me? You, a woman who was fired from the hospital, you dare hit me?
How many patients have I saved over the years that you nearly killed? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Post-porcinum hemorrhage, you misdiagnosed it as routine hypotension. Plastrenal abruption, you delayed the C-section. High-risk pregnancy with pulmonary embolism, you didn't even understand the contraindications for anticausation. Without me covering for you, you would have been sued into oblivion by patients' families years ago.
You're lying! Those patients were saved by me. The signatures on the charts were mine. The post-op reports were mine. The families thanked me. You're just a woman who survives by stealing other people's credit. How dare you slander me?
And who exactly has been stealing credit?
What is it?
Chief, the governor's wife's condition has deteriorated again. Heart rate is 180, blood pressure is still dropping, and her coaction factors have crashed again.
Didn't Isa stabilize her?
No, it was only temporary. Her lactate levels are rising now, and the other doctors are afraid to proceed.
Does the governor know?
The governor is already at the hospital. He's demanding to see a new treatment plan immediately.
Isa, the governor's wife has crashed again. Do you have a solution?
You have a genius like Evelyn standing right here, and you're turning to someone who only knows how to talk. Notifice Legal and Investment. Astra Medical Group is suspending all collaboration evaluations with St. Mercy Hospital.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Winters, that funding is critical for St. Mercy's expansion. You can't...
Why can't I? A hospital that drives away the very doctor who saves lives doesn't deserve a single cent of Astra's money.
So what if we lost Astra? As long as we save the governor's wife, we'll have the governor's support. Then not just expansion. The state medical fund will flow to St. Mercy, too.
You're right, Mr. Baines. Mr. Whitman's influence is no less than Rose Winters.
Isa, you'd better actually have a solution.
Of course. I can handle this, Mr. Baines.
If we can save Grace Whitman, we can still turn this around.
Mr. Baines, what is wrong with your hospital? How could Grace's condition deteriorate like this?
Mr. Whitman, Mrs. Whitman is currently experiencing secondary coagulation failure following the amniotic fluid embolosis. I want to see a treatment plan right now to lecture on medical terminology. Mr. Whitman, please rest assured. I've brought in the person who can save Mrs. Whitman. Her? Yes. Issa is a rising talent whom even Mr. Shaw of the National Academy of Medicine holds in high regard. She is our hospital's most promising emergency specialist.
Mr. Whitman, the person who truly understands Mrs. Whitman's condition is not her. It's Dr. Evelyn Hart.
Quiet!
Isa, I am placing Grace's life in your hands. Do not disappoint me.
Mr. Whitman, I will do everything I can.
Not everything you can. You must save her.
Yes, sir. I need to change into sterile scrubs and confirm the treatment preparations one more time.
Evelyn's medical notes. If I find them, the governor's wife can be saved.
Resuscitation records, treatment logic, even the medication order is laid out clearly. Mrs. Whitman's life belongs to me now. Dr. Hart, I respect your decision. The doors of Astra will always remain open to you. Thank you. Since you're not ready to join us yet, at least come to tomorrow night's medical charity gala. It's to raise funds for children with leukemia. I'll be there. Aren't you worried Issa will keep impersonating you? She's just a clown. Even if she steals my treatment notes from my locker, she'll only apply them mechanically. It might work temporarily, but it will fail again. You knew she would steal them? She doesn't have the ability to save anyone, and she can't bear to give up the credit. When she's desperate enough, she'll steal. And you're not going to stop her? A stolen plan can't save a real life.
Isha, how is it?
We can begin.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
The governor's wife's condition is critical, but it's not yet irreversible. I have a complete plan. Prepare the OR. I'm taking over full treatment of Mrs. Whitminton.
Issa, if you save Grace, I will personally recommend you to the state medical board. The highest honors, state-level funding, all of it will be yours. Issa, do you hear that? This is your moment.
Mr. Whitman, I will save her.
Heart rate is 176. Blood pressure is 78. Mrs. Whitman's condition is worse than before.
Establish a second IV line.
Transfuse red blood cells, plasma, and plate mix in proportion. Keep her circulation going.
Isn't this Dr. Hart's approach?
Evelyn, this is my own treatment plan that I just devised.
Mrs. Whitman's blood pressure is starting to rise.
86! 92! Heart rate down to 140. She's stabilizing.
Control the source of the bleeding, evaluate uterine contraction. Make sure there are no hidden complications.
Mr. Whitman! Mrs. Whitman's blood pressure is back. Her heart rate has dropped too. Everything is stable.
Really?
Yes! Issa's treatment plan worked.
I knew it! Issa is the one who can make miracles happen.
If Grace truly recovers, I will remember St. Mercy Hospital. And I will remember Issa. Rose Winters, not investing in St. Mercy was your loss.
Evelyn, I'm the one saving the governor's wife now.
Wait, her blood pressure is back, but she still hasn't regained consciousness. Her pupils are sluggish.
Issa, what should we do now? With me here, there's nothing to panic about.
Found it.
The rest, it's blank. The rest, it's blank?
Mrs. Whitman is still unconscious. Should we inform the governor?
Quiet!
Mrs. Whitman just went through a secondary crash.
Her body needs time to recover. It's perfectly normal for her to be asleep right now. But she barely responds to pain stimulase. This doesn't look like a normal post-recovery sleep. If her condition worsens, it could be fatal. Mrs. Whitman's vitals are all stable. If you keep stirring up trouble and causing problems for the hospital, you'll be facing a lawsuit.
How is Grace?
Rest assured, Governor, Mrs. Whitman's vital signs are stable.
I want to see her.
She just went through severe shock. Her body is extremely depleted, and she's currently resting. You can't see her yet.
Resting? Grace has always had a strong competition. Why would she be like this? Governor, these are Mrs. Whitman's real-time vitals. All stable. She is not in any danger. Issa, Mrs. Baines, thank you for saving my wife. If there's anything you ever need, come to me.
It's my duty.
With Is here, Mrs. Whitman will be just fine.
Mrs. Whitman's condition is absolutely not normal. Mr. Shaw, what brings you to call so late?
Evelyn, I have a favor to ask. My student Emily has always admired you. She insists on meeting you in person to learn from you.
Mr. Shaw, you know I don't have time to mentor students.
Emily is happy to do anything. Fetch coffee, pass files, move equipment. She just wants to be around you.
Fine, send her over, but I can't guarantee she'll learn anything.
I have faith in Emily. If she can absorb even 1/10 of your medical skill, she'll be ready to take over from me.
Mr. Shaw, you give me too much credit.
Evelyn, if you hadn't insisted on returning home 3 years ago, you would have been dean of the National Academy of Medicine by now. Also, the government is about to invest billions in launching the Evergreen Medical Project.
Evergreen?
A nationwide healthcare system reconstruction project. Thousands of medical experts will join to develop new emergency standards and breakthrough therapies.
That's a good thing. More people will be spared from suffering.
But the position of project director is still vacant. If you're willing, you could take on the role of Evergreen Project Director at any time. But the position of project director is still vacant. If you're willing, you could take on the role of Evergreen Project Director at any time. The Evergreen Project will change the fate of patients across the country. Evelyn, this is more important than any single hospital.
I need to think about it.
I knew you'd say that. Let me know when you've made up your mind. I'll come pick you up in Ravenwood.
Rebuild the national healthcare system.
Did Dr. Hart agree?
No. Evelyn needs time to consider.
The Evergreen Project is about reshaping the entire country's medical emergency response system. I won't rest easy unless Evelyn, that genius, takes the lead.
Mr. Grant, there are many excellent doctors across the country. Can we continue the selection process? There are many excellent doctors. But how many can save 2 lives from amniotic fluid flabbersion and DIC in under 4 hours? But she doesn't have an official institutional affiliation right now, and her record shows a suspension from St. Mercy Hospital.
That's St. Mercy's shame, not her stain. If Evelyn won't come, I'll go to Raventard myself to invite her. Mr. Grant, you going in person would attract too much attention. We could open a second round of selections. Maybe there's someone more suitable. Fine. Open the second round. If the result is still Evelyn, I'll go get her myself. And no one will stop me.
Mrs. Whitman, can you hear me?
Something's wrong.
Nurse, her vitals look fine, don't they? Vitals are fine, but that doesn't mean she's waking up.
What's all the noise about this early?
Mrs. Whitman barely responds to pain ceolove, and her pupils are sluggish. This isn't post-recovery sleep, it's a deep coma.
What are you talking about? We need to call a neurocritical consult immediately, re-evaluate Mrs. Whitman's condition, and notify the governor.
Maya, I'm warning you. The governor trusts me right now. If you say a single word about this, I'll make sure you're out of this hospital for good. She might never wake up, and you're still worried about your credit?
Mrs. Whitman is just temporarily unconscious. She'll wake up.
Dr. Hart, something's wrong.
Mrs. Whitmiston's vitals are stable, but she barely responds to pain. Her pupils are sluggish. It looks like a deep coma. Issa is forcing me to keep it quiet. Is Mrs. Whitmiston going to be okay?
She won't die right now, but I'm worried Issa might use electrical defibrillation to try and wake her up just to claim credit. Mia, you have to watch her closely. If Issa misdiagnoses it as a rhythm problem and uses defibrillation, Mrs. Wethler's system and cerebral circulation will collapse instantly. She'll never wake up again.
Well, well, isn't this the woman who got fired for stealing medical supplies?
What a waste of good champagne. You at a high society charity gala? That cheap dress you're wearing, rented, isn't it? It doesn't exactly match the scent of the champagne here.
Evelyn, after getting fired from St. Mercy, you've started crashing high society events now? Even the decorations here cost more than your yearly salary. What makes you think you belong in this circle?
Don't be so harsh, darling. She probably thinks changing into a gown can transform her from a fired doctor into a medical queen. If I were you, I wouldn't be standing here running my mouth like a complete nuisance.
Evelyn, drop the act. Without me, without St. Mercy, you can't even get through that door.
Move. Evelyn, you couldn't even hold to your own fiancé. What else can you hold on to? Reputation? Status? Tonight's charity gala was organized by our chairman, Miss Wintons. It's not for people like you. A man who lived off my family card. If you like him, take him.
What did you say? Ma'am, please show your invitation. Ma'am, please show your invitation. Evelyn, like I said, this is an invitation-only event. You can't just crash your way in.
I'm a department manager at Astra Group. If you beg me nicely, maybe I'll be in a good mood and let you tag along. Don't come near me. You disgust me.
For those of you who don't know, this so-called Dr. Hart was fired from St. Mercy Hospital for stealing medical supplies and abusing her position for personal gain.
Stealing supplies serves her right.
What's an unadethic doctor like her doing at a medical gala hosted by Ms. Wintons?
Evelyn, I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're hoping to sneak into the high-end medical circle and find some hospital or company that will take you. But your plan just failed. You don't even qualify to get through the door.
You'd better check her thoroughly. Someone who'd miss you hospital supplies. If she actually gets in, who knows what kind of damage she might cause.
Ma'am, please present your invitation. If you don't have one, kindly leave the premises.
Certainly.
Naomi, I heard you've been making waves at Astra lately.
Ms. Wintons will be here tonight too, right? You must be close to joining the core management team. It's just a little recognition from the group. I am about to enter Astra's core management team. Unlike some people, after getting fired, they can't even get into a decent hospital.
Evelyn, even if you got on your knees and begged me right now, I wouldn't take you back.
You two really are perfect for each other. One's full of yourself, the other's completely delusional. Still running your mouth at a time like this? Then go ahead, show us your invitation. Let everyone see exactly who you really are. Who said I don't have one? Open your eyes and look closely.
How does a fired doctor like her have an invitation? This is a VIP invitation. Only one was issued tonight, personally signed by Miss Wintons herself.
What? A VIP invitation?
That means Evelyn is Miss Wintons' personal guest? Dr. Hart, please forgive my earlier rudeness. Right this way.
Wait! This invitation has to be fake. How could a doctor fired from St. Mercy possibly receive a VIP invitation personally signed by Ms. Wintons?
Exactly. Evelyn doesn't even have a job anymore. What makes her the only VIP guest tonight? But the invitation code does check out.
Look closely. I'm a manager at Astra Group. I represent the company. I'm ordering you right now, remove this woman who's using a fake invitation.
Ma'am, please cooperate and leave.
Are you sure you want to listen to her? Of course you listen to me. This is Astra's turf, not your stage to put on a show. Evelyn is my personal guest. Anyone who touches her answers to me.
Miss Wintons?
Mrs. Wintons, I didn't know you were coming personally.
You just said you represent Astra?
Mrs. Wintons, that's not what I meant. I was just worried someone might be using a fake VIP invitation.
So you ordered my guest to be thrown out?
Mrs. Winters, I was wrong. I really didn't know Evelyn was your guest.
How does Miss Winters even know you?
Dr. Hart, my apologies for keeping you waiting.
Miss Winters is apologizing to her?
Who exactly is this Evelyn?
It's just put a bit of a damper on the mood. This charity gala is supposed to raise money for sick children, not to be a stage for people to flaunt their power and status. Effective immediately, Naomi Price is relieved of all positions at Astra Group. Legal will review every project she's been involved in. After tonight, there will be no place for her in East Coast healthcare.
Miss Winters, I'm sorry. Please give me another chance.
Take her away.
Miss Winters, no! Evelyn, I know I was wrong. Please forgive me.
Dr. Hart, what would you like me to do with him?
Evelyn, I was manipulated by Naomi. The one I truly love has always been you. We're getting married next month, don't you remember?
I don't want to see him. Take him away. After tonight, I don't want to see him in Ravenswood again.
Evelyn, you can't do this to me. I'm your fiancé.
You were.
Evelyn, I was wrong. Give me one more chance.
Dr. Hart, please.
The second round of screening is complete. Based on clinical capability, emergency experience, understanding of system development, and grassroots implementation ability, the top-ranked candidate remains. Go on.
Evelyn Hart.
She never joined a top research center and instead stayed at a local hospital, which does make her resume look less polished. No. Evelyn proved the most important thing over these past 3 years. Evelyn isn't just someone who wins competitions. She's the kind of doctor who can actually bring patients back from the brink in a chaotic hospital with an average team and limited resources. Issue the notice immediately. Organize an evergreen project inspection team to go to Ravenwood. I'm going too. And I want to ask St. Mercy Hospital one question. On what grounds did they fire a doctor as competent as Evelyn Hart? Issa, why is Mrs. Whitman still unconscious?
I'm looking for the cause.
Looking for the cause? Issa, did you lie to me? The national emergency champion, the genius Mr. Shaw praised, gets stumped by something like this?
Is there any point in saying that now?
Point! If the governor's wife never wakes up, we're both finished!
Which is exactly why we can't let the governor find out she's in a deep coma.
Mr. Baines, you don't have a choice anymore. You already told the governor I'm the life-saving expert. If I fall, you fall with me. So you have no choice but to trust me.
You have 2 days. After that, the governor will find out the truth.
Damn, Evelyn. If you'd just written out the full treatment plan, I wouldn't be in this mess. Hello? I'm Emily, a student of Mr. Shaw from the National Academy of Medicine. I'm here to visit the genius doctor who saved the governor's wife.
A student of Mr. Shaw's? If she stays here, our hospital could get the support of the National Academy of Medicine.
Dr. Carter, welcome to St. Mercy Hospital. We'll give you our full cooperation.
Thank you. I'd like to see the governor's wife first.
You just arrived. Why don't you rest first?
No need. My professor said the governor's wife is an extremely rare case of secondary crash following amniotic fluid phlemerism. I want to see it right away.
All right. Please follow me.
Amniotical fluid evaporism, DIC, secondary crash, low perfusion.
And they still managed to pull her circulation back? This is a miracle.
Our hospital's expert acted in time.
I've never seen this kind of clinical judgment and approach before. To save a patient in this condition, it has to be the genius my professor was talking about.
Of course.
Is this genius doctor available right now? I can go find her myself.
I'll call Issa over right away.
Dr. Carter, hello, I'm Issa. Miss Baines, has the doctor who saved the governor's wife not arrived yet?
Issa is the one who saved the governor's wife.
She's not the genius my professor was talking about.
Dr. Carter, Issa has been running point on the governor's wife's case from the start. If she's not that genius, then who is?
But my mentor specifically said that genius doctor has blonde hair. I just dyed it a few days ago. Been too swamped with surgeries to update my ID photo. What Mr. Shaw remembers is probably my old look. In that case, Issa, could you walk me through your treatment approach and the reasoning behind it for the governor's wife? I'm really eager to learn. The treatment rationale for the governor's wife is fairly complex. It was based on my overall clinical judgment. That's not really an answer. Looks like I found the wrong person.
You're not the mentor I was looking for.
Issa, Emily is Mr. Shaw's protege. If she sticks around, we get a foot in the door with the top medical school. You have to keep her here. Otherwise, both of us are going to get exposed.
Wait. This is my personal case journal. When I'm in the middle of a recitation, everything moves too fast for me to explain it all on the spot, but my thought process is all in here. When you're hit with a sudden amniotic fluid amphilosim crisis, you can actually save someone this way? With this kind of expertise, you're definitely so genius, no doubt about it. With this kind of expertise, you're definitely so genius, no doubt about it.
Just some basic analysis, nothing more.
Issa, could I ask you one more question?
Of course.
The governor's wife's vitals are stable now, but she's still not waking up. Her pupils are sluggish, and she barely responds to pain stimuli. What's your next step for managing her coma?
At this stage, she's only just stabilized. We can't rush any procedures.
Of course we can't rush, but you must already have a plan in mind. I'd really love to know what it is.
Dr. Carter, a true expert doesn't get pressured by outsiders. The governor's wife just came back from the brink. Any further intervention needs to wait for the full lab results to come in. Issa is the attending on the floor. She knows this patient's changing condition better than anyone.
Exactly. Making any premature call right now would only mess up the subsequent treatment.
You're right. My mentor always says the biggest danger in critical cases is letting emotions drive your decisions. I got ahead of myself.
I can't let her keep grilling me. I'll get exposed for sure. I need to get out of here.
Let me go check on the lab results. Emily, feel free to look around.
Dr. Carter, I have some urgent paperwork to handle too. Dr. Carter, if you need anything at all, just let me know.
Sure.
Mr. Shaw?
Evelyn just sent me her address. She's at the Westlake Hotel in Boston for a medical charity gala. Go find her there.
The Westlake Hotel in Boston? Then who was that just now?
Mr. Baines, Emily's questions were getting more and more detailed. If she keeps pushing, I'm going to slip up sooner or later.
That's exactly why you need to keep her on your side. As long as Mr. Shaw believes in you, Mr. Whitten will too.
Where's Dr. Carter?
She took a call and then just left.
A call from who?
Sounded like Mr. Shaw. She said something about going to the Westlake Hotel in Boston to find someone.
It's Evelyn, no doubt. She just got kicked out of the hospital and now she's trying to steal our talent.
We can't let Emily meet Evelyn. If she does, our whole story falls apart in an instant.
Let's move. We're going to the Westlake Hotel in Boston.
We can't let Evelyn run her mouth.
Now I'm even more disappointed. About what?
If Astra had managed to bring you on board 3 years ago, the emergency care system on the East Coast might look completely different today. I don't belong in a hospital for the rich, but you deserve the best resources. Resources aren't meant to gild a doctor's reputation, they're meant to save patients' lives. As long as a patient needs me, I'll be there. That's exactly why I had to have you.
Are you the National Emergent Medicine Champion from 3 years ago?
That's me. You're Mr. Shaw's protege?
Yes. My name is Emily. My mentor talks about you all the time. I've read your paper from the National Emergency Challenge Finals so many times. I revisit it almost every time I encounter a tough case.
Looks like your fan tracked you down on her own. I really don't have much experience mentoring. You might not learn much from me.
No way! I'd be happy just to be around you. I can do anything. Research, organize cases, run errands, take night shifts, whatever you need.
I don't even have a hospital right now.
Then I'll just follow you wherever you go.
Evelyn, if she picks up even 10% of what you know, she'd be qualified for a top position at the medical school.
I'm not greedy. 10% is more than enough.
Are you sure you want to follow me? I just got let go from St. Mercy. In everyone else's eyes, I'm a doctor who was fired for misconduct.
I trust my mentor's judgment, and I trust that someone who became the National Emergency Champion couldn't possibly be a quack who abuses their position for personal gain.
All right, then. You can stay by my side.
Evelyn! I knew it was you!
Evelyn, I knew you wouldn't give up.
Mr. Baines, this isn't St. Mercy.
You still know this isn't St. Mercy? Then what are you doing here, trying to scam Astra and the medical school's people? You still know this isn't St. Mercy? Then what are you doing here, trying to scam Astra and the medical school's people? Everyone, this woman was fired from Mercy Hospital. She misused medical supplies, talked back to management, and disrupted order. And after getting kicked out, she still has the nerve to come here and try to con Astra and the medical school.
Dr. Carter, Evelyn is a complete fraud. Don't let her put on an act and fool you. But Evelyn looks exactly the way my mentor described her. Blonde hair.
Mr. Shaw was talking about the genius doctor who saved the governor's wife. And the one in charge of the governor's wife's treatment right now is Issa.
Did the governor's wife make it?
Evelyn, you really think you're the only one who can save people? I've already stabilized the governor's wife's vitals. She's doing much better now.
You took my medical notebook?
What notebook? Are you just trying to take credit for my work because I've stabilized the governor's wife?
Who is actually the person my mentor was talking about?
Isn't it obvious? Mr. Shaw was talking about the person who saved the governor's wife, and Issa is the one in charge of her case. As for Evelyn, she's nothing but a disgrace who misused medical supplies and got herself fired. As for Evelyn, she's nothing but a disgrace who misused medical supplies and got herself fired.
I worked at St. Mercy for 3 years and saved thousands of critical patients. The number of patients I've brought back is more than the cases you've even seen. St. Mercy's obstetrics emergency survival rate went from dead last in the state to #1. I've been true to my patients, true to my colleagues, and true to every single person who put their life in my hands. That's a nice speech. Our hospital's survival rate is high because of Mr. Baines' leadership. It's the whole team's achievement. What does that have to do with you?
Exactly. Evelyn, you've been gone from St. Mercy for less than a day, and you're already trying to claim all the hospital's accomplishments as your own? Don't you think that's ridiculous?
I don't have time to waste on you. Since you're saying I'm the fraud, let everyone see who the real liar is. Call Mr. Shaw. Let him confirm who's who.
Okay. My mentor definitely won't mistake who's who. Wait, Mr. Shaw is so busy. How can we bother him over something this trivial?
Evelyn, do you think everyone likes to cause drama the way you do?
Don't worry. My mentor won't get upset over this. Before I came, he specifically told me to call anytime if anything came up.
What's real stays real, and what's fake can never become real.
I completely forgot about something this important. This is my enter's designated lab time. He turns off his phone to avoid distractions. I can't reach him right now.
No need for phone calls. The facts speak for themselves.
Dr. Carter, after you watch this footage, you'll know who the real genius doctor is, the one who saved the governor's wife. She's the one you've been looking for.
Incredible. Issa's judgment and execution were flawless. She took control of the situation immediately. Even my mentor, Mr. Shaw, might not have been able to pull that off in the moment. You hear that? Don't let Evelyn fool you. Her specialty is taking credit for other people's work. Dr. Evelyn, why did you lie to me?
Emily, you'd better find out.
What else is there to find out? Evelyn got fired and no hospital wants her. Of course she'd try to lash onto you to use Mr. Shaw's connections to get into the top medical school.
Emily, I didn't lie to you. Once Mr. Shaw finishes his research—
Enough, Evelyn! The evidence is right here. I'm the one who stabilized Mrs. Wetman. I'm the one standing at the operating table in the surveillance footage. What more do you have to say?
Dr. Carter, come back to St. Mercy. That's where you'll truly hone your skills. Hang around with a fraud and you'll just end up tainted by the same dirt.
Evelyn, everything you had, it's all mine now.
Dr. Evelyn, say the word and I'll have security stop them right now.
No need. Identities can be faked, but saving lives, that can't be faked.
Dr. Evelyn Hart works at this hospital? Yes, sir. According to our records, Dr. Evelyn Hart spent 3 years turning St. Mercy from one of the state's worst emergency care facilities into one of the hospitals with the highest survival rates. She was the actual lead on numerous critical cases. Only a doctor who stands on the front lines, who truly knows what patients need, is qualified to take charge of the Evergreen Project. Sir, should I come to the director to have Dr. Hart to come out and receive us? I told you I'm not here to summon Dr. Hart. I'm here to ask her to help save lives across this nation.
Dr. Evelyn, something terrible is happening. Issa's about to perform electroshock on the governor's wife.
Hath Grace's heart stopped?
No! The governor came to check on her again. Issa's worried he'll find out the truth, so she's planning to use electroshock to force Grace away.
That's insane. What does Issa think she's doing with a patient's life? Mia, Grace's brain and body functions are in a semi-shock sedate right now. If she gets electroshocked at this stage, she'll never wake up again.
But Dr. Evelyn, I can't stop her.
Stay calm. Stall her. I'm coming back to St. Mercy right now. 10 minutes.
Issa, the monitor is alarming. What should we do?
This means Mrs. Weltming is trying to wake up but can't do it on her own. She needs electroc simulation to wake up.
No! Dr. Evelyn specifically said that this kind of response cannot be forced with electroshock. If you do, Mrs. Wither will fall into a permanent coma. Evelyn? Always Evelyn. She's been fired. Mia, I think you're deliberately stalling treatment. Are you trying to make sure something happens to the governor's wife?
What the hell is going on in here? You told me Grace's condition was stable. What is this?
Mr. Whitmanson, Mrs. Grace's vitals are still within a manageable range. We're currently addressing a special pre-awakening response.
Mrs. Whitman hasn't been recovering normally since last night. She's been in a persistent deep coma, barely responding to pain stimuloves. There's almost no sign of consciousness.
What did you say? Why wasn't I told? Mia! You're a nurse. What right do you have to spout nonsense in front of the governor?
Mr. Whitman, Mrs. Whitman is just very weak. The monitor is showing response now, which means she's trying to wake up. All she needs is electroshock simulation to bring her back. That's not waking up, that's a danger signal. Dr. Evelyn said Mrs. Whitman's biggest risk right now is the wrong kind of stimulation. One wrong move, and she could go from a coma to a vegetative state.
Vegetatal state?
Mr. Whitman, even a student of Mr. Shaw from the top of medical school has validated my treatment. If you don't believe me, you can ask her yourself. Issa's treatment protocols has indeed been very precise.
That wasn't hers. That was Dr. Evelyn's.
Shut up! Mrs. Whitman's condition is too critical. We can't let a nurse's interference cost us precious time.
If electroshock can wake Grace up, then do it.
Prepare for electroshock.
Mia, get out. We don't need you here.
Evelyn, I'm sorry. I couldn't stop them.
Evelyn! Issa and Baines are both lying. The governor already approved the electroshock. You need to hurry.
Mia, you've done more than enough. Now go get an ice pack for your face. I'm going to expose their lies once and for all.
That's Evelyn Hart. Sir, should we call out to her? Evelyn is in a rush. There must be a critical patient. Follow her. Record everything. Today, I'm not just here to read Evelyn's resume. I'm here to see how she saves lives.
Issa, should we double check? Mrs. Wisman's heart hasn't stopped. If we do electroshock without cause, if something happens to Mrs. Wisman, will you take responsibility?
Grace, I'm gonna wake you up.
Issa, I think I've seen a case like such before. When the body and brain are in semi-shock, electroshock...
If you trust me, then watch and stop wasting time.
Emily, Mrs. Whitney's condition is very complex. How about I leave the task of waking her up to you?
Issa, don't worry. I won't let you down. See? Mrs. Whitman is waking up! See? Mrs. Whitman is waking up! What are you waiting for? Keep going. Continue the electroshock.
Stop. That's not waking her up. That's hurting her.
Who let you in? Evelyn, you've been fired from St. Mercy. You have no right to set foot in this ICU.
Evelyn, everyone just saw Mrs. Whitman showing signs of waking up, and you show up to stop it? I think you're just jealous that I'm about to save the governor's wife.
What's the situation?
Mrs. Whitman isn't about to wake up. This is an abnormal reflex triggered by the wrong kind of stimulation.
What do you mean?
Your wife's brain is already oxygen deprived, and her systemic circulation is unstable. One more shock, and her entire circulatory system could collapse completely. She will never wake up again.
Are you saying Grace could become a vegetable?
Yes. Irregular breathing, sluggish pupils. Could she actually be telling the truth?
Impossible! Evelyn, stop spreading panic. This is a critical moment, and interfering with recitation bears legal consequences.
A doctor's job is to save lives, not to use a patient's life to pad their own resume.
Security! Get these two lunar Turks who barged into the ICU out of here right now!
Oh no! Mrs. Whitman's vitals are all crashing!
Issa, you said Grace was about to wake up. Why is this happening?
This is just a fluctuation during resuscitation. The stimulation response was too strong, that's all. Dr. Evelyn wasn't lying. Mrs. Whitman's response in earlier wasn't waking up at all. It was her body crying for help.
What the hell is going on? You said Mrs. Whitman would definitely wake up.
Miss Baines, what's the point of saying that now? We're in this together. If I go down, you're coming with me.
Governor, this is a normal fellation during critical care. Issa's judgment was sound. Mrs. Whitman's body is just too weak.
Normal fluctuation, irregular heartbeat, systemic vitals deteriorating across the board. One more wrong stimulus, and she'll slip into an irreversible coma, what you call a vigilatal state. And you call this normal? Baines. Treating a patient's life like a game, is that your medical ethics?
The stimulation wasn't strong enough. We need to do it again. With enough intensity, Mrs. Whitman will definitely wake up. No!
Stop!
I may no longer be part of St. Mercy, but I'm still a doctor. As long as I have my medical license, I will not stand by and watch you kill a patient!
You dare destroy medical equipment? Using a defibrillator to force her awake, that's murder!
Grace, you can hear me, can't you?
Whether your wife wakes up or not, the decision is in your hands.
Keep trusting them. And Grace will never wake up. Trust me, and I will bring Grace back from the brink of death.
All right, Dr. Evelyn, I'm putting Grace in your hands.
No! Evelyn has already been fired from St. Mercy. She has no right to touch the governor's wife.
That's right. Mr. Whitman, you can't let a few words from Evelyn fool you. If anything happens to Mrs. Whitman, St. Mercy cannot be held responsible.
Security! Get in here and throw Evelyn out!
Wait! The patient is in critical condition right now. You can't just cut off someone's judgment like this.
Dr. Carter, this is a St. Mercy emergency case, not one of your classroom discussions. What are you waiting for? Throw this medical disgrace out of here!
Throw who out?
Mr. Grant, what brings you to St. Mercy? If you'd given us a heads eye, the director and I would have been ready to welcome.
If I hadn't come unannounced, I never would have seen the St. Mercy face.
Mr. Grant, Evelyn barged into the ICU, interfere with recitation, and destroyed ELAL equipment. Please take action, revoke her ELAL license.
Mr. Grant, Evelyn is just jealous that I saved the governor's wife. She deliberately created chaos. If she hadn't stopped me, I would have already woken Mrs. Whitman up.
Enough. You're still lying, even now.
Mr. Grant, I think there's been some misunderstanding.
Evelyn has been the one lying all along. You really think I...
Mr. Grant, may I handle this myself?
Baines, Issa, You stole my work. You stole my notebook. You used a patient's life to pave your own way. Today, I'm settling this score myself. Pull the OR records from the night of Mrs. Whitman's recitation, blood bank logs, medication scans, anesthesia records, intradural audio, and ICU surveillance.
No! Those are internal hospital records. They can't be made public.
Grace is the governor's wife, but she's also a patient. Her husband has the right to know who nearly cost her her life.
Pull them, now.
I have all of them. Before Dr. Evelyn left, she told me to secure the OR surveillance and intranet audio. I saved everything, not a single file missing.
You dared to keep hospital records without authorization?
I kept the truth of what saved the...
Evelyn, you can't use that protocol. This is the governor's wife. If anything goes wrong, who takes responsibility?
I do.
You? What gives you the right? We need to wait for Mr. Baines.
By the time we finish the paperwork, she'll be dead. Do it my way, now.
The one making the real calls all along was Dr. Evelyn. And I called the doctor I've always admired a fraud.
Is this also your achievement?
I need an explanation.
Resuscitation records can be forged. Surveillance footage can be taken out of context. The one who actually stabilized Mrs. Wetmanson's condition is me!
Mia, pull the locker room surveillance. Let everyone see how Issa really saves people.
No! You can't!
So your confidence came from stealing someone else's medical notebook?
Even if you stole my notebook, all you could do was hurt people. Real recitation has never been about simply copying the answers. It's about reading the patient.
So she could stabilize Mrs. Whitman because she stole your notes. But after Grace fell into a coma, Issa kept making wrong calls because there were no more answers to copy.
Exactly.
Nonsense! That was my notebook! Evelyn set me up! It's my mentor, video call.
Dr. Evelyn, you said earlier to let my mentor identify who's who?
Of course, Mr. Shaw certainly wouldn't lie to you.
Mr. Sean, do you recognize her?
Evelyn, so good to see you again. You look even more capable than you did 3 years ago.
Mr. Sean, Dr. Evelyn is the one you sent me to find, isn't she?
Of course. The national emergency champion from 3 years ago. She turned down an invitation from the top medical school, then spent 3 years bringing St. Mercy from dead last in the state to #1. Who else could have done that, if not Evelyn?
And Mr. Sean, do you recognize her?
Never seen her before. Who is she?
You lied to me? You've been lying to me this whole time?
Mr. Whitman, let me explain. It's not what you think.
You not only lied to me, you almost killed Grace!
I didn't mean to. I just wanted to save...
Stealing someone else's notes and pretending to be someone else, that's what you call saving people? Mrs. Baines, you betrayed my trust. And you put my wife in danger. Mr. Whitman, I was deceived by Issa too. I had no idea she stole Evelyn's notebook. I didn't know she wasn't the national champion.
What did you just say?
You were the one who kept saying you could save her. You said you knew Mr. Shaw. You said you were the champion. I just trusted you too much. You need to take full responsibility for this.
Miss Baines, weren't you the one who wanted the director's position? Weren't you the one who wanted to take credit in front of the governor? That's why you helped me cover everything up and kept the governor in the block!
Shut your mouth!
Record everything. Notify the state medical board, the hospital ethics committee, and the licensing board immediately.
Yes, sir. Dr. Evelyn, can Grace still wake up?
Mr. Whitman, I need you to reinstate my temporary attending authority over Grace. All treatment decisions I take over completely.
I'll sign it. Whatever you need, I'll give you anything.
Baines and Isa are not to have access to any treatment records. They are not to interfere with me.
No, you can't do this. I'm Mrs. Whitman's attending physician.
As of right now, you're not. Do it.
The electroshock was only applied once before I stopped it. There's still a chance. Bring me my white coat.
Oh.
Dr. Evelyn, prepare to reassess Mrs. Wetman's vitals. Pull the anesthesia records, confirm the residual sedative doish.
Got it. Dr. Evelyn, I believed Issa and Baines earlier. I misjudged you terribly. I want to make it right.
Log the timeline. Record every single change in Mrs. Wetman's vitals.
Yes!
Data doesn't lie. First, stabilize Grace's breathing. Give her enough oxygen. Don't let her brain go hypotoxic. Think of it like a wilted flower. You don't force the petals open. You water the roots first.
So that's it. It's not just a simple coma. It's multiple factors stacking up and suppressing consciousness.
Exactly.
That's why you can't force it with electroshock. You have to peel back the layers, one by one. Hold your wife's hand. Keep saying her name. She can hear you.
Grace, it's Daniel. Can you hear me? I'm right here with you.
Low-dose sedative antagonist. Issa pushed too much sedative earlier. We need to reverse the effect now and let Grace's consciousness gradually come back.
Ready.
Grace?
She's back.
Oh my God, Grace is really awake!
Are you an angel sent from heaven?
I'm not an angel. I'm just a doctor.
Grace, I almost lost you. I thought I was gonna lose you.
Daniel, I heard everything. I heard it wake up, but I could hear what was going on outside. I heard people arguing, and I heard someone said not to tell you the truth about my condition. If it weren't for Dr. Evelyn, I never would have seen you again.
Grace, you're okay now. Just rest. I'll take care of everything else.
Get Baines and Issa out of here.
Mr. Whitman, you can't do this to me!
Mr. Whitman, please, let me explain. Mr. Whitman, there's been a misunderstanding. I was only trying to keep Mrs. Whitman safe.
Baines! Who gave you the authority to fire Evelyn? She's the heart of this hospital. For 3 years, she's pulled countless critical patients back from the brink of death. What right did you have to fire her?
Mr. Parker, I was deceived too.
It was her! Issa tricked me!
Mr. Parker, I was deceived too.
It was her! Issa tricked me!
Baines, you're still trying to pin everything on me?
I just trusted my subordinate, the one who actually stole the notebook, impersonated a genius, and administered the wrong treatment. That was all Issa!
Baines, how many over the years have done dirty thingers? Alting medical records, taking credit for Bordinet's work, signing frontline doctor's aid to your own people. Which one you wasn't?
Issa, you're slander me!
Slandering you. The patients Evelyn saved, why were they always reported under your people's names? When junior doctors made mistakes, why did someone else always take the fall? Are you going to deny that? Mia, pull the list of recitation cases from the past 3 years where credit was transferred. I already prepared it. Wait, I remember this patient. Dr. Evelyn came back in the middle of the night to save her.
And this one too. The family kept thanking Issa later, but Issa wasn't even in the OR that night.
Dr. Evelyn operated for hours and could barely stand afterwards.
We wanted to speak up, but Director Baines made everyone keep quiet. Baines and Issa are under investigation for theft of medical records, concealment of critical conditions, falsification of recitation responsibility, and obstruction of proper patient care. Refer them to the State Medical Board and judicial authorities. The Governor's office will fully cooperate with the independent investigation. We will hire the strongest medical litigation team and pursue this to the fullest extent of the law.
Evelyn, I was wrong! Please forgive me!
Evelyn, I was blind. Please, say something on my behalf. If I lose my license, my whole life is over.
You could humiliate me. You could steal my work, but you should never have used a patient's life as your stepping stone.
Evelyn, please! I really know I was wrong. Don't let them take me!
Dr. Evelyn, I formally invite you to serve as the head of the newly established Evergreen Medical Project.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grant. I just want to stay on the front line saving lives.
Of course, Dr. Evelyn, I know you're a hands-on doctor. But the Evergreen Project isn't about taking you away from patients. Its goal is to develop more effective and to establish more practical, scalable emergency protocols. Saving one patient makes you a doctor. Teaching thousands of doctors the right way to save lives, that's how you save the entire nation. Evelyn, I came all the way from the top medical school just to tell you this. This time, it's not just the medical school that needs you.
The entire American healthcare system needs you.
Dr. Evelyn, if you're the one in charge, I believe more patients like Mrs. Whitman will get the right care in time.
I'm in. Over the next 2 years, I led the Evergreen Project personally. We developed hundreds of targeted medications for critical illnesses and dozens of brand new treatment protocols. The mortality rate for critical illnesses dropped from 19% to 3%.
The recovery rate reached 90%. In that moment, I finally understood. Saving lives isn't just about winning back one life on the operating table. The results shook the entire medical community. The top medical school and the Department of Health jointly convened a medical conference to award me the highest medical honor. I used to think that a doctor's job was done once they saved the patient in front of them. But now I understand. Truly saving lives means making sure every patient gets the chance to find the right doctor.